My name is Albert Soady, and have I got a buck story for you. In fact, I guarantee right now, you ain't gonna believe it. You're gonna walk out of here saying you didn't believe a thing that old Youper said. I wouldn't blame you if you did. I didn't, and I was there. Sure as I'm sitting here. If you're sure that I'm sitting here. That's what this story's all about. Holy wath! What am I thinking, hey? Talk about getting the cart before the horse. That's it. For those of you that brought a flask, now's the time to take it out. For those of you that ain't got no whiskey, shame on you for traveling so light. A man without a drink is a man going to get a drink. A man not going to get a drink must be with the DNR. That's the Department of Natural Resources, and don't get me started with them. The tale that I'm about to tell begins in November of '89 in the Soady Deer Camp, just north of Escanaba, Michigan. That's in the Upper Peninsula for those of you that don't know nothing. How many of you have ever been to the UP? When I say the UP, I don't mean the Mackinac Island. I mean the big base, the Michigans, the Ontonogans. How many of you have ever stepped foot in Ontonagon? Jesus Christ, I'm swimming on a frozen pond. For those of you that don't know much about the Superior State, there's a few things I need to explain. First thing is, in the UP, we don't explain nothing. It's not that we're unfriendly by nature, it's just that if we wanted company, we would have let you build the bridge a lot sooner. The other thing you need to know is that for those of you that live below the Big Mac Bridge, we refer to you as trolls, lopers, flatlanders, apple knockers, and my favorite, fudge suckers. How many of you flatlanding, apple knocking, fudge sucking trolls have ever eaten a pasty? Sir, I said pasties, not pasties. Two different things. Pasty is a delicious meat pie made of meat, potatoes, rutabagas, and lard. When you find a woman that can make a good pasty, you grab her by the hand and bring her to camp. That's what I did. Finnish girl by the name of Big Betty Ballou, God rest her soul. Not only could she make the best pasties in town, she was the only girl in Escanaba that owned a toothbrush. Unfortunately, she only used it to brush her eyebrows. Don't get me started with that. Another thing you need to know, if you don't already, is that in the UP, we got some of the best hunting and fishing in the whole world. Trout streams, clear as glass, where the rainbows jump out of the water right onto your hook. Got bears, big as Norway pines. We got wolves, moose, beaver, wild turkey, quail, rabbit, fox. Oh! And then we got the bucks. Holy what do we got bucks? Big as Buicks. With racks that spread across the straits. You can cut the venison off of one Superior State buck and feed the whole state of Wisconsin. But before you jump into your Winnebagos and head up north, you need to know about the other UP. The one that only the Indians understand, and don't get me started with them. My oldest son married one, full-blooded Ojibwa, goes by the name of Wolf Moon Dance. A strange gal, to say the least. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. As great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, if you don't know where to start, go back to the beginning. by the loins of our union, Big Betty Baloo bore 2 boys, Reuben and Remnar. I'll tell you right now, they ain't the sharpest tools in the shed. I said to myself many times, Albert, you should have raised hogs. At least then you'd have ham.
Hello!
Hello!
Is this the Soady Deer Camp?
You found her.
The world famous Soady Deer Camp?
The one and the same.
And is that some of Albert Soady's world famous sweet sap whiskey I see there?
If you'd be so lucky.
Well, I better have me this snort, eh?
If you knew it was good for you. Reuben hadn't missed an opening day in over 30 years. He loved hunting. Couldn't get enough of it. But in all those years at deer camp, there was only one problem. Reuben was still waiting to bag his first buck. Or, as we say in the UP, he's without venison. Which wouldn't be a big deal if he was just another orange-clad, ear-flapping fudge sucker bopping over the bridge. But when you're a Soady, and you waited this late in life to hang your first buck on the buck pole, it's like having a streak of yellow running down the middle of your back.
You're a little heavy on the sap.
A little what?
On the sap. It's a little heavy on the sap.
What do you mean a little heavy on the sap? The sap's what makes it.
Well, that may be. But if I didn't know any better, I'd say I was drinking out of a bottle of maple syrup.
Give me the damn jar back.
All I said was that it was just a little. Don't go on now.
If you don't like it, be man enough to say so. If a man can't look another man in the hairy eyeball and tell him he's a little heavy on the sap, he ain't much of a man.
Well, all I said was that last year's batch weren't so sappy.
Well, maybe I should keep the sap out altogether. Would that make you happy?
Well, at least then I wouldn't feel like I was drinking out of a bottle of Aunt Jemima.
Well, I ain't gonna do that. You can stick that in your pipe and stick it up your ass.
Well, maybe I will.
Well, go ahead.
Well, already then.
Well, already then.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
As you can see, this year's camp was more tense than a moose's butt during fly season. And Remnar didn't help.
Hello.
Hello.
Soady Deer Camp?
Yes, I'm there.
The world famous Soady Deer Camp?
Oh, about one in the same.
Oh, is that a fine old Albert Sweet Sap whiskey I see
Yeah,
there?
If you'd be so lucky.
Oh, no, heavy on the
Oh,
sap.
yeah.
Hey, the sap's with me.
Where you been? You're late. You were supposed to be here at 6.
I've stopped off at the porcelain bus and picked up the beer, thank you very much.
What'd you have to do? Brew it yourself?
It was ladies' night.
Jesus crumps.
Don't tell me that Joe Barry's sister was there.
Hey, for your information, she came up to me this time, eh? I
Remnar.
had to fight her off.
You're supposed to stay clear here, aren't you?
Did you want the beer or not?
No, I didn't want the beer.
Court
Take
orders,
it back.
Court orders.
Well, I ain't in court now, am I?
She's gonna stick the cops on you like she did last time.
They was playing this game, eh? They put all the fellas on the one side of the bar, and they put all the gals on the other. And they give each one of the fellas a cue stick off the pool table. And he sticks it down between his legs like this.
I don't want to hear this.
Where's the tip point now? And then they give each one of the gals a roll of toilet paper, and she puts it down between her legs like this.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody gets about 20 feet apart. We all put our hands on top of our heads. And on the count of 3, they put on the Bee Gees, and we all start dancing towards each other. The first couple puts their cue stick through the roll of toilet paper, gets a free case of lion kugels, thank you very much.
She's married, Remnar. File the restraining order.
I know. I couldn't help myself. The girl's got lips like a sturgeon.
Your mother had lips like a sturgeon.
That ain't all, Pop. You should have seen her. I thought I was looking at an angel. Long brown hair, hawk nose, hands like a logger. This girl could split wood.
Your mother could split wood.
Did you bring the pasties? Tell me about the
Oh,
pasties.
we're going to eat like kings this year.
You know me. You know how I am.
Yeah.
Remind us.
I'm a creature with habits. If things aren't just so,
Things won't work out.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Now tell me again you brought the pasties.
I took care of it, eh?
Beautiful. Is this heaven or is this heaven?
Oh, this is heaven.
You know, I think I look forward to opening day of deer season more than any other day of the year.
Who doesn't?
It's like Christmas with guns. You feel lucky this year, Pop?
Some of us don't need luck.
Well, I don't mind telling you, I'm feeling real lucky.
Yeah, pass some of it over this way, eh?
I was driving up to camp tonight. Swear to God, I had me one of them things.
What things?
One of them things you get when you're driving. What do you call them?
Like
Black coats?
No. One of them things you get when you're driving, and it's that flash across your mind like a dream, only you're not sleeping.
the vision?
A vision, right? I had a vision. In fact, it was such a big vision, I think it was a sign.
How much beer are you drunk tonight?
I was just going down the road, thinking about hunting. What scope to use, what socks to wear, how much beer to
The
take.
essentials.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy wow. Right there in front of me stood a 50-point buck.
A 50-point buck.
There's no such thing as
It was a 50-pointer buck. I almost blew my truck off to the side of the road. It was so real. And the thing was, he didn't go anywhere. I kept seeing him and seeing him and seeing him.
And you were driving this whole time?
I do not believe it was, no.
Holy wow.
So you had your hands on the wheel, but I cannot tell you for sure that they were mine. They was right. All I could see was this monster buck in my mind.
And your mind is right.
So I imagined myself bringing up my turdy, and I get him right into crosshairs. Still, he don't move a muscle. He's facing me straight up, and I cannot get a good shot. So I whispered to him, "Turn around, big boy. Let me see you from the side." And sure enough, he turns there, and he stands there all tall and proud like the trophy that he is. And that's when he spoke to me. He spoke to you!
A talking buck.
He said, "Take me, Remnar. Take me now." So I raised up my turdy, and I cocked back the hammer, and I blew him off the face of the earth. I tell you, Reuben, it was as real as you.
I wish I could have been the one that seen.
Be the only buck you'd see all year.
Stick a sock in it, Dave. You're just jealous because I kicked your butt last year.
You didn't kick my butt last year.
My 8-pointer and your little 4.4 point, I think that's a buck kicking in anybody's butt.
I took the fork horn and passed it to the 20-pointer.
Oh, 20-pointer.
Because I didn't have a clean shot. And if you can't make a clean kill, you don't make the kill at all.
Well, if you're not going to pull the trigger, Pop, then snap a picture. At least then you have something for the scrapper.
Hey, remember who you're talking to.
Oh, here we go.
I shot the biggest buck of anybody sitting in this room.
Well, when was that, Pop?
Don't get him started,
November
Remnar.
15, 1961.
I need a bet.
Back when the bucks was as thick as mosquitoes. That's
Bucks
right.
with wings. I wish I'd have seen those.
18-pointer with tines of 15 inches and a spread of 26 inches. And estimated dress weight of 285 pounds. Forget it.
Are you sure you didn't shoot a cow?
It would have been a state record if I wanted to report it.
Well, it ain't, because you didn't.
To hell it ain't.
You didn't report it, it ain't a state record.
I don't believe in state records.
You don't believe in state
I
records?
don't believe in anything managed by the goddamn DNR.
They ain't either managed by the...
To hell they ain't.
What's the name of that whatchamajigger, the state's big gamekeeping agency?
CBM.
The CBM, Pop. The C... And that stands for... What's that stand for?
Commemorative Bucks of Michigan.
Commemorative Bucks of Michigan, Pop. You gotta report it to the Commemorative Bucks of Michigan.
The only record book that counts is right here.
Oh, here we go.
When your great-grandpa Alphonse tamed a Soady Ridge buck back in 1922, do you think he reported it to the state? Hell no!
You probably hold the state record right now if you had.
He come down, opened up the Soady camp log, started writing it for all posterior. Where is it?
It's right there.
Here it is. 1922. 28 points. and a spread of 33 3/4 inches, and an estimated dressed weight of 354 pounds. Boys, that's not a state record. That's a world record.
How do you know everything in there's on the up and up? Anybody can write anything.
If it's in there, it's sacred. If it's in there, it's the truth.
Well, just keep a pencil handy, because when I come down from the ridge tomorrow, there's going to be a new Soady record holder, eh?
You're under the ridge tomorrow?
Does a bear shit standing up?
I hate to tell you, they ain't up on the ridge this year.
They ain't up on the ridge this year.
Not this year, they ain't.
The big ones are, Pop, trust me.
They are?
Trophies. I've seen the tracks.
How big?
Big. You know what they say? Big bucks leave big tracks. Store that away for a rainy day.
Big bucks make big tracks.
How about, you and I?
What?
You know, the two of us.
What do you mean?
Up on the ridge, the two of us hunted together.
Oh, I don't think so.
Why not?
Why not? Because I always hunt the ridge alone. That's why not.
Oh, I don't mean side by side. You take one end of the ridge and I take the other end.
I know that one was bigger because, but the next thing you know, we're shooting at each other.
The ridge is 5 miles long.
I know that very much, and I plan on hunting every inch of it. I'll tell you what you should do. If I were you, I'd hunt the swamp.
He can't hunt the swamp.
Why can't you hunt the swamp?
Because I'm hunting the swamp.
The whole swamp?
Yeah, the whole swamp. You can't hunt the whole swamp.
Well, you're hunting the whole ridge.
That's how I hunt.
Well, that's how I hunt.
Wait a minute.
Hunt the swamp the
Wait
same
a
way you
minute.
hunt the ridge.
Wait a minute! If you're hunting the ridge and Bob's hunting the swamp, then where the heck am I hunting?
How about up by the road?
The road? What road?
The M35.
M35? That's the state highway.
Deer love the highway.
I hit them there last week.
I'm not gonna hunt the highway. It's a state highway.
Are you sure? I think you might be missing an opportunity here. In fact, I might just give it a go myself, depending on how my luck goes up on the ridge.
Not if I get there first.
You're hunting the swamp.
I am not going to be setting up a blind on the shoulder of M35 and waiting for the next tank pointer that tries to cross the traffic.
I think you're getting a plumb spot. I really do. Don't you, Pop?
Position A.
Oh, I see. I see, said the blind man. There, go ahead.
What's that for?
Grab the knife and stick it in my back. Oh, and while you're at it, give it a good twist.
Won't that hurt more?
You don't want to use the knife? Okay, then here. Go ahead, Dusty. Right in the back.
Put the gun down, Remnar.
I ain't got it up!
Get a hold of yourself. Nobody dusts nobody around here unless I say so. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I expect it from everybody else. But from my own flesh and blood,
What are you talking about?
just two of yous are scared to death that if I hunt anywhere near you, you won't even see a deer in here.
That ain't true.
Oh, isn't it? I want you to look me right in the hairy eyeball and tell me you don't think I'm cursed. Go ahead, say it.
I don't think you're cursed. Remnar?
Holy Mother, Mary God,
Remnar!
warn off the evil spirits. Holy
Weird
Mother,
Catholic!
Bob McGinnis gave them to me. Mother, no, they're Bob's.
You listen to me and you listen to me good. No son of mine is going to be walking around this deer camp thinking that he's cursed. I'll tell you right now, I'm guilty of thinking that if I knew you were hunting somewhere else, that my luck would be a little bit better. But that's no way to treat your own, at least some of your own. Listen, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. If you want, you can hunt the swamp with me tomorrow. But if you think your luck would be better up on the ridge, I'm sure your brother would set you up in his lucky blinds. Right, Remnar? Remnar?
Fine, you can hunt the ridge.
Now, I think more of your problem is just that you're a shitty shot.
Shit, John!
Son, you couldn't hit a house if you were standing in it. Straight Grandpa Alphonse always used to say, good things come to those who shoot straight. Besides, Something tells me this is going to be your year.
You say that every year. And every year it's the same thing.
You ain't going to get her done thinking like that. You got to think it'll happen for it to happen. That's the first rule of hunting.
Now you sound like my wife. The other day I was up walking the floors and she says to me, "Why do you walk so far and travel so short a distance?" And I say to her, "With moon dance, will you still love me if I come home without a buck this year?" She says to me, "I will always love you, bear with 3 legs."
Bear with 3 what?
Bear with 3 legs. It's the Indian name she gave me. It means that I got a really big...
Oh, I know what it
You should be proud of something.
She says to me, "If a buck is what you want, I will make it so." Oh, she's so funny. That's what Jibba was.
It's an awful word.
Is that a can of worms you're opening?
They believe in a lot of things, a lot of strange things. They believe so hard that sometimes they even come true. Or at least they think they come true. At least to them.
Do you believe everything in here is true?
It's the Soady Bible.
Do you know how old Uncle Alvin was when he got his first buck?
I don't believe so, no.
35. And other than him being the family idiot, which I don't think anybody here will disagree with me about, according to this, November of 1969, Alvin shot himself a 6-pointer that was sniffing around the back of the 2-holer while he happened to be inside of it. Making him at the embarrassing late age of 35, the oldest Soady in the history of Soadies ever to bag a buck. Oh, signed, his brother, Albert Soady. How old am I, Pop? Pa?
35.
Holy what? Holy was right. That means if I come home without a buck this year, I become the oldest Soady in the history of Soadies. Never to bag a buck.
So there it was, staring us right into hairy eyeball. We sat there trying to figure out how to keep Reuben out of the wrong end of the record book. Crazy thing about hunting is, no matter how much you plan and plan and plan, in the end, it's out of your hands. And in November of '89, it was more out of our hands than we knew.
Holy what was that? What's that up? Oh, that was a light. That was a light?
It might have been a sighting.
A sighting? Is that a sighting? We saw a sighting, Bob! We saw a sighting!
You need to know about the UFOs. They exist here. They really do. You spend enough time in the UP, eventually you'll see one too. I saw my first back in '65 at the Bark River. Silver speeding streak of light flying across the sky. Whoosh! Then another right behind. Then another. 3 in a row. Whoosh! 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 Couldn't believe my eyes. Bub McGinnis claimed a bright white dish come over the trees and settled right over his boathouse. Just hoovering there, right over him. He thought for sure they were going to take him away. But if you know Bub, you'll understand why they passed. It was a different story with the Jimmer. Jimmer Nagamini from Menominee saw the same hoovering white dish, except they didn't pass on a Jimmer. He was abducted. It's the truth. Disappeared for a whole weekend. When they brought him back on Monday, there was some changes in the Jimmer that were pretty hard to ignore. First off, he could drink like a fish. But then there was the way he talked. It was different. Very different.
My Chevy took a shit! My Chevy took a shit!
What took a what?
My Chevy took a shit!
Chevy took his shit?
Where is Jimmer?
His Chevy took a...
It took a shit!
Right.
Where is it, Jimmer? Where? Outside?
Boomity boom!
Boomity what?
Boomity! Boomity! Boomity boom! My Chevy took a shit! Boomity! Boomity! Boomity boom!
Quick, give me a beer.
My Chevy took a shit!
Down, eh?
Ain't coming.
Cold spears!
He wants a cold beer.
It is cold.
Shoulder!
Shoulder.
Colder.
Colder.
There's an ice cold case of limeys in the back of my truck. Go!
Cold beer.
My Chevy took a shit!
I know.
Boomity! Boomity boom!
Boomity, boomity, I know.
I've never seen a Jimmer like this before.
You know, it's like he's seen a ghost or something. You haven't seen a ghost, have you, Jimmer?
My Chevy took a shit!
Oh, Chevy took a shit.
Beers!
Women. Come in. Here you go, Jimmer. Just the way you like it. Ice cold beer.
Boomity boom!
Boomity boom.
Boomity boom.
Boomity boom!
The shotgun. Jimmer wants the
You want
shotgun.
this shotgun, Jimmer?
Boomity boom!
I'm gonna give you the shotgun, Jimmer.
Holy wow.
Boomity boom!
Here it comes, Jimmer.
Make sure the passage is clear. Oh.
You're looking down at my shaft, eh? All right, call it out, Pop.
Ready. Aim. Fire.
There you go, Jimmer. Take it all down. Just like that. There you go.
Attaboy.
Oh, yeah.
Now feel better? You feel better now?
Whiskey chaser!
Whiskey chaser.
That Jimmer wants a whiskey chaser.
Sweet stuff under the porch.
Out on the porch.
Jimmer's become quite a legend. Not because he's been abducted. We get 2 or 3 of those every year.
I got it.
It was his capacity for drinking that spread across all the watering holes in the UP.
Yemish!
The regulars up at the porcelain bus compared him to the late, great Hemo Hemodin of Copper Harbor, who the Indians referred to as the Great White Stomach. Hemo made quite a living, drinking anything and everything put in front of him, including the ill-fated bucket of week-old wastewater from the bilge of a Scandinavian oil barge. Jimmer the Gomini from Menominee was cut out of the same piece of cloth.
These ice are so shabby! I think I'll pour over my Snapchats!
Where's your car at, Jimmer? Out on 35?
On the roads!
What
The
road?
road.
The road into camp?
The campus
The
roads!
camp road?
What do you say you and I jump on the snowcat, see if we can't get
Oh,
it done?
yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Person of James!
Person to change?
Person of James!
Change.
James!
Right. Wait, you set your car on fire?
It's a Sunshire!
You sure you set itself on fire?
It's a shit! It's a Sunshire!
Alright.
I was just shinda, eh? Driving down the campus roads when all of a sudden, my shit took a shit! It stopped right in its tracks. It took a shit! So I takes out to take a look, and the next thing I know, shaboom! It burst into James! There was James everywhere! So I reached into the back seats to grab my 17-250, Steven tag, sandwiches and beers, and then I said, the bar touched him again! I said, go church away! I jumped back. I was scared for my life! So I got my 17-250 and started shooting!
Wait a minute. Let me see if I got this straight. So let's back up. You say you were just driving into camp, minding your own business. And all of a sudden your Chevy takes a shit. So you jump out to take a look. And then, kaboom! Your car bursts into flames. So you grab your rifle and your sleeping bag and whatever else. Sandwiches and beers, right? You grab all that out of the back seat. And then the engine starts up again.
So harsh.
So, okay. Then that's when you grabbed your rifle and started shooting at it. Your Remington 250, right? Boom, boom, boom,
boom.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong, Doc?
Sorry to report that this year's batch of Old Albert's Sweet Sap Whiskey is pure unfiltered, right out of the tree sap.
The whole batch?
All that's missing is the pancakes and butter.
Fish and shorties beans.
That's right, Jimmer. We're in deer camp without whiskey.
Holy walk. I'm beginning to think that this whole camp is Holy Mother of God.
If we had an ounce of sense, we would have packed up our guns and drove back to Escanaba as fast as we could. The strangers around the Jimmers and Pala would have been reason enough. But when the best tasting sweet sap whiskey ever to come out of the north woods of the UP curdled right under our noses, well, as great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, if you're looking back at the things you missed, you ain't gonna see what hits ya.
Who wants a pasty?
Trouble was,
Taxis.
Reuben! Where'd you put the pasties?
it was about to hit us head on.
The what?
The pasties. Oh, we ain't got no sweet sap, but we got pasties, right, Jimmer?
That's what sap was so chevy.
Where they at?
The pasties?
Yeah, you did bring them, didn't you? I was in charge of bringing the beer, and you was in charge of
I
bringing...
took care of the food, eh?
Where?
Here in camp.
Where in camp?
Out there, in them boxes.
Oh, holy wow, there it is! Ah, for a second there, I thought you forgot the pasties altogether.
Taxis.
Coming right up, Jimmer. Pop, you want a pasty pie?
I'll have a pipe.
Big brother? Of course you do. Pasties all around. Reuben, get on that stove and fill up the camp with the sweet smell of the greatest meat pie ever made.
We ain't gonna have pasties this year.
We ain't.
I thought maybe, we'd try something a little different this year.
Not a deer camp or not.
We have to have pasties.
I thought that, change might do us some good.
No change is no good. Why would we kind of change?
Change our luck.
No, change whose luck? My luck is just fine, thank you very much.
Speak for yourself.
Pasties is a
I believe I was, eh?
No taxis.
Let me remind you.
Can't stop a holy tradition dead in its tracks.
That's like
Breaking one of the laws of nature.
Change is good.
no, change is not good. Change is what you do when things aren't working.
Reuben, we all know you're going through a tough time, but not having pasties will cause nothing but trouble with a capital T.
Ha! I'm already in trouble by a capital T.
Reuben, listen to me. Are you listening to me? What I'm going to tell you is very important.
What?
We've known each other since we were kids.
We're brothers, Remnar.
Hear me out. You know how I can be a little superstitious?
Hey.
Hey. Any change in my deer camp ritual, big or small, directly affects the odds of me begging the big buck. Every year, I wake up, I open in the morning at the same time. I go down to the blind, down the same route, packing the same gun, and the same spam and mayonnaise on bunny bread sandwiches. Even down to the shirt on my back. I have worn this same shirt every opening morning since the age of 9. Does it fit? No. Does it keep me warm? No. Does it smell? No. Most definitely. But does it guarantee a big buck for yours truly? You betcha. You know why? Because it's part of the Remnar Soady deer camp ritual. A ritual that includes eating the pasties.
And what has eating the pasties done for me, huh? Nothing. For 30 years I've been eating those meat pies. 3 decades of meat, potato, rutabagas, and ours. And what do I got to show for it? Every morning, up at the crack of dawn, sitting in the tree stand, the only sound I ever hear is the sound of myself farting. like a two back to the band.
Cassie, this is Soady tradition.
Well, I know that, thank you very much. But what have all these Soady traditions and rituals done for me? What has all this deer camp carrying on done for me, huh? Nothing. You know, they think I don't hear them when I'm walking down the streets of Escanaba, but I hear them. They forget that I got ears on both sides of my head. I hear them as I whisper in as I go by, saying, there goes the Mother Teresa deer hunting. or, look, Mommy, there goes Bambi's best friend. Or the one that hurts the most, the one that cuts straight to the bone, there goes the buckless Uber. But I got a dream too. I got a vision. A big vision, Remnar. You see, I see myself walking through the door of my own house, dragging a 10-pointer by the horns. And my wife sees me and I say to her, put on the lard and onions, honey, I'm gonna get you a buck. Oh, and she's so happy. She jumps up out of her chair, she runs over and grabs me, and she hugs me, and she kisses me, and I am happy at last, knowing that I, Reuben Soady, have put the meat on the family table. So I'm asking you, no, I'm begging you, can we please part with tradition just this once so that maybe, just maybe, my dream will come true?
I'll give it a try for you, Reuben. Jimmer? Remnar? Remnar? You're a deer in my headlights, Remnar. Oh, watch it.
No pasties.
You mean it?
For this year only.
Oh, thank you, Remnar, thank you very much.
You just made your big buck.
I will, I will.
Sister, Remnar.
Hey, maybe I'll even bring home a state record, huh?
You see anything with horns, you blast away at it.
Say, Reuben, since we're having chefs this year, can we have flapjacks? I eat flapjacks every dish of the week.
I know you could, Jimmer, but...
Nope, no flapjacks.
You don't like flapjacks?
Macaroni and cheese, thank you very much.
Whiz, spam!
Flapjacks is bad.
Fellas,
Macaroni and cheese.
fellas,
Just spam for me.
fellas. No flapjacks, no macaroni and cheese, and no spam.
What? No spam?
Fellas, not only are we going to eat like kings this year, but you know that 20 bucks you were going to throw into the kitty for the pasties? Keep it. This year I'm going to feed you all week for absolutely free. Free?
Boomity boom.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
You betcha.
Yeah. As great grandpa Alphonse always used to say, anything free is worth saving for. But I think even he would have coughed up a coin or two if he would have known what was on Reuben's menu.
You see, the other month, sitting down at the supper table, and Wolf Moondance walks out of the kitchen and says, here, drink this. Well, I didn't know what the heck this was, so I say to her, what the heck is this? And she says to me, there's more to bagging a buck than just shooting a gun.
Oh, no,
She says, before the hunters go into the woods, the Ojibwas drink this potion to ensure they have the right era about them.
The right what?
Era.
What's era?
It's the air around you?
Do we all have an arrow?
Yeah, well, at least we're supposed to.
I feel my Irish.
That's good, Jimmer.
How do I know when the air on me is my era?
Your air is your era.
Is my era my air?
Just do the ritual, Remnar.
Wait a minute. We're not gonna have to strip down to our skivvies and dance around a table like we did at Thanksgiving, are we?
No, we don't have to do any of that this year.
No offense, your Indian wife, but if that's what I gotta give your place, I'll see it Christmas.
No, you don't have to do any of that.
You don't have to dance around the table and do any aye.
No, aye. All you got to do is drink this potion.
This what?
Wolf Moondance says, get one of these, and your arrow will be so strong that you won't be hunting the bucks will be hunting you.
Like a magic potion?
Yeah, according to her. She says that the Ojibwas believe that if they drink this, They'll get all the deer they need.
What the heck are we supposed to eat?
You won't need nothing else. It's very filling.
Is it tasty?
It's definitely got a taste to it, yeah.
What are these chunky things floating in there, Ruben?
Protein. They're just chunks of protein.
How about toast?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
May all the stars light up so when the 50 points
Remnar. What? Got to do a little thing.
Got to do a little thing?
Yeah. I got to do a little incantation.
A what?
It's what the Ojibwas say before they drink the potion. I'll nod when it's your turn. North, south, east, and I'll be west.
Yeah, you be west.
Got Oh, shoot. Oh, get your man out, too. Not too much. Not too much. Not too much. Shoot. Magawati kasoy pomosi. Kechimana tu. Migas. Damishka. Tawatawai. Salamoke. Denisha. Naduma. Naduma. Nadumeshi. Nagawigi go say. Wawashke. Omegwach. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Tasty.
Not bad, eh?
Got a kick to it, I'll say that. Just what group is this, Ruben?
Well, I'm sorry to say, there's not a drop of alcohol in it.
Well, ain't no pasty pie, but I tell you what, I could drink me a few of these without looking up and saying hello. Just what the heck's that squire's got in here, eh?
Oh, like I said, it's a recipe that goes back generations.
Yeah, but what's in it? I might want to steal that recipe.
You and me both.
Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to get yourself a nice big pail of fresh cow's milk.
There's some elches for you.
Then you blend 1 ounce each of parsley, ginger, and caraway seed with 8 ounces of sap from a mature maple.
I knew I tasted
And
that.
then you add the barley and the yeast.
Gotta be juice.
6 ounces of blackberry juice
And the blackberries.
Next, take 12 large earthworms baked on a shovel. Dug gizzard of a red squirrel. 4 ounces of strained mealtail switch. 100 finely crushed black flies. And a dried and powdered left testicle of a fully grown moose. Still in serve.
Ahoy!
But that just breaks the spell.
There's more?
Oh yeah.
Moose testicle?
You see, the Ojibwas believe that for every tree in the forest, there's a spirit. Some are good, and some are bad. This helps to keep let the good spirits in and keep the bad spirits out.
Oh, it smells like porcupine piss.
Oh, it is.
Drink this too?
You just flash it on like this. You see, not only will it keep the bad spirits out, but for the bucks, it's an aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiac. You see, Wolfgang Dad says that her father covered himself from head to toe with this last year. And in 15 minutes, he was surrounded by hundreds of bucks.
Hundreds of bucks?
Yeah! She says that if you can stand the stink, the deer will walk right up to you and introduce themselves.
But how does the person go about drinking a jar broken by this release?
Well, that's a good question there, Jimmer. See, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta get yourself a quill pig, which I did, a 30-pounder.
That's not just quill pig.
You're right there, Jimmer. You see, I saw him out by the Soady Creek. He was sitting on a rock sunning himself.
Brian Soady Creekish?
Yeah!
But how did you grab the porcupine without getting stickers?
Oh, see, I snuck up behind him, and I threw a towel over top of him.
No stickers?
No stickers. Stickers.
Phew.
Phew is right. So I took him home, and I stuck him in this cage that I made special for him.
Sure-ish.
Yeah. It had this wire bottom, and I stuck a pan underneath of it to catch all of that. And then I spent the entire next week giving that quill pig all the water he could drink. Come Saturday, that pan was overflowing.
Reuben,
So then it was just a matter of taking some of the wife's spare pickle jars and then I had to leave them sit out for, like 2 or 3 days so they could ripen up and all of that. And
Reuben!
What?
Between your moose ball milkshakes and your pickle jar full of porcupine piss, why didn't you cut his covered, eh?
I was just trying to explain to the Jimmer how I've been without
Let me ask you this. You got a magic potion for dealing out loner hands? Because that would be helpful.
If you only hope.
I was talking to my partner, thank you very much.
Jimmer, as always.
Take no prisoners! Boomity boom!
Just trying to remember what Trump is. Cost us a championship last year.
I cost us a championship last year?
You just remember if it's clubs, it's
If
clubs.
I remember what cost us a
It's
championship
hard,
last year
hard.
was when somebody, I won't mention who, called for a loner hand and got euchred in 3 tricks.
Oh, it's
Thank
too
you very
suited
much.
with the ace high.
Too suited at the aces high is not a loner hand, and you wonder why we never win.
Well, I know why we didn't win. I'm looking at why.
Jeez.
Oh.
Reuben, I swear to God.
You can't tell him.
Cam swoosh.
He forgot, he's got to play without knowing.
I know what the rule is. Reuben, you forgot what Trump is again, haven't you? Haven't you, Reuben?
Can't finish his hand.
What do you mean? You can't finish this hand.
Nothing but 9 and 10.
More like 2, 3, and 4s.
What are you talking about? There ain't no 2s, 3s, and 4s in a euchre hand. Huh. Maybe when you shuffled, you picked up the wrong cards, eh?
The only cards in this camp are euchre cards. There's no 2, 3s, and 4s within 20. The Jimmers and palate catching fire was one thing, and the sweet sap whiskey curdling under our nose was another. But when the cards changed their face right in our hands,
What are you looking at me for?
Well, if you weren't before, you are now.
boys, what?
You know damn well, but I ain't gotta say it.
Go ahead, say it. I want to hear you say it.
You're cursed, all right? You're
That's
cursed.
it.
What the hell?
Give me some of that.
Give me some of that.
We sat there for what seemed like forever, trying to make sense out of something that could make no sense. That Jimmer said it best.
That was the strangest thing I ever heard. Never in space.
And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse,
Department of Natural Resources.
Oh, You up, sir. No, come on in.
You, eh?
Please, call me Ranger Tom.
Ranger Tom! Welcome to the world famous Soady deer camp. My name is Reuben Soady. That there's my pup, Albert Soady. And that's my baby brother, Remnar Soady. And the living legend standing right next to you is none other than the one, the only, Jemmer from Menominee.
I see what you say.
I've got a ticket from every DNR officer in these woods. I don't remember ever seeing you.
I just got transferred up to this part of the state.
Oh yeah, from where?
Detroit.
Oh, she's destroyed.
Oh, you're not going to believe the night we've had, Ranger.
They started with the Jimmers and Paula.
I see what you say.
Yeah, graduated from Apollo.
Burst into flames.
First of the James.
No reason at all, eh?
Oh, and then the sweet sap.
Syrup.
Yeah, the sweet sap syrup.
For the Snapjacks.
With Zappy on it.
Chevy ropes.
Then the euchre cards changed.
Oh, you ain't gonna believe this.
Hang on to your hat.
You see, we was playing the euchre, right? And then, right in the middle of our hand, the cards. They changed their numbers.
Two streets and boards.
1 minute, we're looking at aces and jacks. And then the next.
Oh, and then the voices.
Oh, the voices, not the
There were these
voices.
voices, Ranger Tom.
Oh, yeah, the voices.
Jimmer, where were they coming from?
Out there.
Oh, there's Ranger Tom. And they were saying this one word over and over again.
Carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over to Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels.
He sang the whole damn song.
Carry me home.
Being that he was from the DNR, nobody wanted to stop him in case he might take away our hunting license. You gotta remember, this time of the year, the DNR are more powerful than God. Some of them think they are God. But in this case,
I just saw God up on your ridge.
Oh, it's going to
up there.
No, God. God.
You mean the one with the angels?
With the heaven and the angels and the manger, that's right.
saw the manger?
Are you sure it's a hip?
Oh, he's right, it could have been a UFO.
Oh, I didn't see a UFO.
The Jimmer was abducted by aliens.
I said the whole weekend's in space.
I saw the light. A light?
We saw a light tonight.
Yeah, it was in that window.
Was it hovering? Because I saw like shoots right when they took them to shoot.
No. The light. It's the light you see right before you see God. I was out combing the area for irregularities. We got a lot of orange coming up over that bridge tonight. Gotta go out and show presents. All of a sudden, it came to me, this big round ball of light, right along the tree line, lit up the whole ridge. And right in the middle of it was this, I don't know, some kind of, I'm not sure what it was, but it held me there. I fell to my knees, started praying. Because it was God. Well, it had to be God. Because suddenly, words were coming out of my mouth. Words I've never said before. Words I didn't even know the meaning of. Now, it was as if, this is going to sound crazy, but it was as if there was someone else inside my body speaking through me. I lost all sense of time and place. In my place and time, I began questioning my reason for being. My mind was racing with a never-ending stream of ceaseless, incessant contemplation, examining and re-examining the relevance of my sad excuse for a life. Clinging to a deeply seated faith versus modern society's insistence that if mankind cannot explain it, can't possibly exist. Or is it simply a reflection of the world we live in? Or the world I live in? Or the way I choose to live in the world? I mean, if this even is a world. And if it is, am I in it?
Take it.
What? And if I am,
What with everything
Why
that's
am
been
I-
going on, you know, with the sweet sack syrup and the Jimmers and Paula and the
There is no useful purpose to my existence.
Now the DNR showing up?
There's no method behind whatever madness was orchestrated
Maybe Remnar
on my
right.
behalf
But what?
that spent the time
Because of my
energy,
problem,
and
we should
spiritual
all just
wherewithal
jump in our trucks
to
and go
make
back to
sure that,
Escanaba.
damn
Are
it,
you out of your mind?
No, just
at least this mass of flesh
Crazy.
and
Take
blood.
it, I just got done drinking a fully grown
Oh.
goose testicle that I'm gonna let you walk out of this
This
camp alive.
polluted river of a human being,
Nobody leaves
this
a Soady Deer camp
carcass
unless I
with a
say
pulse,
so. Last time I checked,
gets to
tomorrow is still opening day.
breathe the air and
that includes
drink the water and
Oh yeah, hit
eat
the
the food
sack.
of this, more than likely, one and only worldly world of worlds. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked and what did I see?
For all you flatlanders out there, the night in the UP is a whole different animal. There's a stillness about it. Like black ice, you can't see it, you can't touch it. And if you're not careful, it'll wrap your hands around you until all you can hear is your own heart beating and your own breath breathing. Reuben said later he wasn't sure what woke him up. It might have been a dream.
I saw the lights, I did.
It might have been the moonlight coming out through behind a cloud. Or it might have been the sound of all those deer. Holy wow! Betty! Headache!
At least now we know why the aliens brought them back. Oh, can't sleep, eh? Yeah, me either. I gotta go use the two-holer. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, you might want to come looking for me. Might not be a bad idea for you to bring that gun either. Did you hear me, Reuben? I said I'm going to the two-holer. I could use a little backup, eh? I mean, who knows what's out there? Could be aliens. Could be bears. Could be alien bears. Could be God himself, just like Ranger Tom said. I gotta believe, though, if God is out there, the last place that he'd be is by the Soady pool board. If you wouldn't mind keeping an eye out for me, eh? I tell you what, if I happen to run into God, hold your fire. In fact, if you see me doing this, that means hold your fire and wait for God. Hey, Reuben? Reuben?
Aye, aye.
Holy water!
Pop! What?
Wake up! There's something wrong with the Reuben. I got up to go to the tool holder.
Ah, it smells like you didn't make it.
I was talking to him, and he ain't even moving. And at first I thought he was just treating me like he usually does. And then all of a sudden, he said, "That word."
Oh, word. Aye,
The one right there!
Reuben. Reuben. Are you there, Reuben?
It's the curse, ain't it?
Could be the buck fever.
That ain't no buck fever. Poppy's got die. Yeah, it's coming out his mouth. What happens when you start screwing around with the spirits and the moose pole milkshakes and the earthworms on shovels and the porcupine piss and the...
Smelling salts. We have any smelling salts in camp? Remnar. We got any smelling salts?
The only salts we got are the salt that's up on the ridge on the lip. And if you think that I'm gonna go up there and get it, you're crazy.
How about that quill pig piss? Give me some of that.
And God and stuff. Things.
Reuben. Wake up, Reuben. Come on, Reuben, wake up.
Slap him. With the piss! Slap him with the piss!
Give me the milkshake. Oh, just don't wake him up, nothing wrong. Okay, Reuben, we'll give you some milkshake. It'll be good for you. It'll wake you up. Okay? Just drink it all down, and then everything will be better. That's it! Gun.
What are you doing, pal?
Stand up clear. I don't want to shoot you.
You're not gonna shoot him, are you?
No, I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to blast one up right next to his ear and wake him up. He's already deaf. Look at him.
I got a better idea. Where's the keys to my truck?
The truck?
Yeah, I got 100 foot of jumper cables. We'll hook one end up in the tire. End up Reuben. I'm on a tree. Oh, hurt him.
You out of your mind.
I seen Papa Hit do it once.
Oh, that explains a lot. Think of something else.
I can't think of nothing else. I'm all taught out.
And it happened. Like a sound from heaven, it rang out. Oh, God! All clear. Here! lets loose of a good one, he's gonna come flying back this way.
If the Jimmer lets go of the good one, he's just gonna blow his head clear off.
What's he looking for?
There's something wrong with Reuben.
He's froze up. We think maybe he's cursed.
Curse.
Cursed.
So look at him.
Why is he?
Well, we're hoping that we can snap out of him by having Jimmer let loose of a good one. We sat there for at least 30 minutes. Nobody moved a muscle. Unfortunately, neither did the Jimmer. Then Ranger Tom remembered some basic DNR training that might help us in a situation like this.
Pump his legs. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. Keep pumping. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 1 potato, 2 potato, drop.
Well, that explains my dream.
This ain't what it looks like.
He's right. I thought the same thing.
Reuben's froze up.
Right.
It's all froze up.
I was on my way out to the two-holer, and I said, "Hey, Reuben, can you cover me?" On account of all the
Smelling
things
salts,
going
you
on.
want.
Right, and we didn't have no smelling salts because they're all in the leg.
And the best.
Oh, yeah, and then we did the Bookie Boy fest.
Yeah, and then the milkshake.
Oh, and then the gooseball milkshakes and
The what?
yeah, and then we almost hooked him up to my Sears Die Hard. But then you let go of the good one and we thought, hey, what a better way to snap somebody out of your yeah, boomity boom. And that's why Reuben is where he is. Oh, look out! Oh, he's coming too!
Get him sitting up, eh?
Hey, Reuben! Good to see you!
Thought we lost you for sure, eh?
Yeah, thank goodness for the Jimmer. That's up to the Jimmer.
Yeah, Jimmer, nice job.
You need another one? I got another one ready.
Jimmer, you might want to check on Ranger Tom. He looks a little discombobulated.
I got some.
Reuben, can you talk? Yeah. He can talk! You really gave us a scare. Are you all right?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck.
Was it a gas truck?
We tried everything to wake up, but nothing would take. That is until the Jimmer, well, let's just say the legend lives on.
Where is it?
Where's what?
The light!
A light? What light?
I see the light!
Where?
It was in that window!
That window there?
Yeah.
Was it a bright white light?
It was a bright light.
A bright white light, right?
Right.
I saw a bright light up on your ridge.
This was in the window.
Was it a spaceship?
What?
A spaceship!
Spaceship. Yeah, was it a spaceship?
No, it wasn't a spaceship. It was God. You saw the face of God, just like I did.
I ain't so sure that was God.
Well, of course it was. You saw the God. This confirms it.
God, muttering and holy.
Could you not do that, please? We are trying to make sense of our lives over here. Now, when you saw this light, did it call to you?
Why didn't call me nothing?
My lord!
I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to you, sir. Please, go wait over by your vehicle. You saw the light. Did you want to walk towards it? Like I did. Only I turned around and ran in the other direction, screaming for my life.
Grab my gun.
Well, you don't shoot God.
That was God?
Well, of course it was God.
I almost shot God.
Now listen, this is very, very important. As an officer of the Department of Natural Resources, I hereby command you to tell me in very vivid detail everything you saw. Can you do that?
You think so?
Ooh, everybody sit down. This man's about to speak.
Well, after the lights, that's when I had the vision.
A vision of what? Of God?
Well, if that was God, then he's a buck.
Oh, what?
He's seen a buck! With the nose of a woodchuck.
With the nose of a...
Woodchuck. You know, like the little bitty woodchucks that crawl around the back of the tool holder.
But bucks don't got no little woodchuck noses.
This one did. Of course, that might have been because he wasn't really a buck from head to toe. Because I don't know no buck that can stand on its hind legs and look through the window.
The buck was looking through the window.
Yeah, the buck with the woodchuck nose.
A buck with the woodchuck nose was looking through the window.
Yeah, and over there, and up there. Everywhere the light was, so was he. And he had these eyes, like a coon's eyes. You know, with the blindfold thing going on around him. And his teeth. When he showed me his teeth, like this, they were the teeth of a great northern pike. Oh, and his paws. He had these claws that were long and curly, like a wolverine. And they had fur on them. He had fur all over, like a grizzly. Only they weren't as big as a grizzly. Of course, that might have been because he was part woodchuck. I ain't so sure about all that. But I do know one thing. Sure as I'm sitting here, it was part human too. Human? Oh yeah. I don't know which part, but it was there. That's it. That's all I can remember. Was that what you saw? Was that God, Ranger Tom?
No. For those of you that are planning on going to the UP anytime soon, you need to know about the bear walk.
Bear walk! Bear walks!
Bear walk?
They ain't listed in the travel brochures you get when you cross the bridge. They're as much a part of the UP as the picture rock. Only evil.
Evil?
That was the bear walk?
They come from the Indians. At least they saw them first. The Ojibwas are scared to death of them. They start out as a light.
And then they changed.
Change into what?
Usually a bear.
Or a coon.
Woodchuck!
Wolverine.
Blackish!
Or a buck.
That's the human part. That's where they come from. Come back looking for something.
That's why the sweet sap turned to syrup? And the euchre carts changed the numbers?
And my chevy shit!
And the
That's what they call themselves, I think. Aye.
I eat the bear walks!
I eat the bear walk. I eat the bear walks.
I eat a bear walk.
Oh, what's gonna happen to me, Bob?
Settle down, son.
Oh, I'm gonna die, ain't I?
No, you ain't gonna die.
Oh, yes, I am.
Well, maybe you are.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look at the light! Shagger! Shagger! Shagger!
Shimmer?
Shagger! Shagger! Shagger!
Stay clear.
Shagger! 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 Shagger!
Oh, he's channeling.
Must be the bear walk talking.
Fish! 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 Fish!
Fish?
Fish! 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 Shagger!
Fish shacker?
Fish! Shagger! Shagger! Shagger!
Fish shacker, shacker, shacker.
Fish! Shagger! 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 Fish! Shagger! 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 Fish! Shagger! Shagger! Shagger!
The bear walk wants the fish for shackers.
Shagger fish!
Sacrifice? What the hell is a shackerfish?
Sacrifice.
What?
The bear walk wants a sacrifice.
Shagger fish!
What the hell are we gonna give it?
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
It was nice to meet you.
Swing low, sweet chariot,
It's needed at once.
carry me
To
home.
hell with that. There's a bear walk out
I
here.
look
Yeah, I got a face to go in. This is no time for me to hero. Come in!
Give me the gun before you hurt yourself.
I'm cursed, and there's only one way to break this curse.
Man,
You said it yourself. Every year it's the same thing. This is your year, Reuben. This is your year. Well, this is it. Either I eat the bear walk or the bear walk eats me, but somebody's putting the meat on somebody's table this year.
I know what you're thinking. Albert Soady. The story that you've been telling is nothing but a crock. But it's the truth, as sure as I'm sitting here. And if you think I've been stretching things up to now, what happens next, you ain't not only not going to believe, you're going to think it's time to get on the phone and call the white coats. Tell them to bring the wagon and plenty of straps because old Albert's fallen off his rocker for good. So I won't. I'm going to let Reuben tell you in his own words. Soady Deer Camp, November 15, 1989. When the light returned, it flowed through the window like a river over a rock. Again I saw the buck. And oh, was it a buck. I lifted up my gun, put my finger on the trigger, pulled back the hammer, took a deep breath to steady my nerves, and then all of a sudden,
Hello! Reuben, how you doing? You doing good? Is this the Soady Deer Camp? The world famous Soady Deer Camp?
Yeah? You found her.
And is that the sweet sap whiskey I see?
You should be so lucky.
Not that one.
But I better have me a snort then.
Oh, jeez.
Who made this? It tastes like porcupine piss!
Are you the bear walk?
Do I look like a bear to you?
Are you God? Well, if you're not God and you're not the Jimmer, and you're not the bear walk, then who are you?
All good things come to those who shoot straight.
Well, I know that. Thank you very much.
If anything worth free is worth saving your money for. If you don't know where to start,
Go back to the beginning. Great Grandpa Alphonse?
well, don't freeze up on me now. Are you
I'm with ya. I'm as loony as Uncle Alvin, but I'm with ya.
good?
You're dead, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I'm dead. I'm very dead.
Okay. So you're speaking through the gibber.
He spends most of his time on the other side anyway. Can you do something for me? Can you do something for your great-grandfather?
I'll try.
You see that buck outside that window there?
The one as big as a house?
Nice rack on him.
It sure is.
Do me a favor. Shoot him.
Shoot him?
Yeah.
You mean just point my
Just
rifle at
point
him?
your rifle and fire away.
I never shot a buck before.
I know that.
Every time I get one lined up, I just start shaking. And then I get-
Okay. Calm down. Tell me something. Do you believe in fate?
I don't know.
How about luck? You believe in luck?
What kind of luck I got is bad.
Good. Then you believe.
In what?
In something. Anything. For instance, do you believe I'm sitting here right now?
No.
Then you'll never shoot a buck, Ruben.
Did you bring me that buck, great grandpa?
Let's just say it was something a little higher on the spiritual food chain than me.
Thank God.
Higher.
Dare someone higher to God.
Shoot the buck.
Who was it?
Just shoot the buck, Ruben.
Great grandpa, that's what I gotta know. If it wasn't you and it wasn't God, then who was it?
Ay, 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 ay.
Ay, ay.
Take him, Ruben. Take him now.
Then I lifted up my gun, put my finger on the trigger, pulled back the hammer, took a deep breath to steady my nerves.
Turn around, big boy. Let me see you from the side.
And I shot that big son of a bitch.
Put on the lard and onions, honey. I'm here to gut your buck.
Then I knew that it was her. She had made it so just like she said she would. She explained the unexplainable. That was all I would ever need to know.
Kasaki, bear with 3 legs.
I love you too, Wolf Moon Dance.
Kasaki, Kasaki, Kasaki.
Reuben's buck kept us in venison all the way until spring. And it was some of the best ven I'd ever tasted. I saw that, ma'am. I saw you curl up your nose like that. You too, sir. I wouldn't expect anything else from a bunch of breed-belching, white wine drinking, Winnebago driving, fudge sucking trolls. It's like this. When I'm sitting around the Sunday supper table, looking at all that food that we had hunted and gathered ourselves, surrounded by sodies, I'm in heaven. And if you want to go to heaven, it's north of the bridge.
Bye.